Welcome back to the Clean My Space channel. My name is Melissa Maker and I am an accidental cleaning expert, which means I hate cleaning, but I have spent the past 16 years figuring out the most efficient and effective ways to get the job done right the first time. You see, I have a cleaning company, and when I started that company, I had to learn how to clean from the ground up. And I found myself making a very big mistake that was costing me time and wasting product, and I wasn't getting the results that I needed. So in this video, I want to tell you what that mistake is, and I want to show you how by correcting that mistake, you can up your cleaning game, get better results in less time, and use less products. And just a quick reminder, if you haven't done so already, to subscribe to the Clean My Space channel. And did you know on our website, cleanmyspace.com, we have a number of different ebooks, checklists, and printables that you can pick up. Right now we're having a sale on everything from 50 DIY cleaners to the 3-wave system. We've got lots of checklists and other things you can get your hands on to make cleaning a little bit easier. You can check it out by visiting cleanmyspace.com, or you can click the link down below. When I talk about dwell time, this is specifically what I mean. Applying the correct product, that's the P part of the equation, to the surface to deal with whatever is dirtying up that surface. So that's why it's really important to understand the varying products and of course the surfaces that you're trying to clean. What people forget is that when they just spray a product on, it can't work instantaneously. It needs time. It needs dwell time, and that's exactly what dwell time is. It's the time it takes for the product to dig in and do its work, so that you don't have to work as hard. Products are incredible. We just have to give them the opportunity to shine. Let's say you've got some toothpaste splatters on your bathroom counter or some spilled jam on the counter in your kitchen and it's kind of dried. If you spray a little bit of all-purpose cleaner on the appropriate product for the surface and then wipe it off right away, you probably won't get rid of any of it. Instead, what you'll do is you'll spray the product on, you'll work your way around the rest of the room for a couple of minutes, and then after about 2 minutes, 3 minutes, you can come back and wipe the surface down. The really important thing with dwell time, and this is across the board, is you always want your surface to be wet. So you're gonna spray liberally. I know we've talked a lot about disinfecting over the past couple of years, but disinfecting has a lot to do with dwell time, because when we watch a TV commercial and we learn about a new disinfectant, that company has about 30 seconds to explain to us everything they need to say about the product. But we can't learn how to use the product in a TV commercial because they don't teach us about dwell time, but the back of the package will. And if you read the back of a disinfecting product, you will see that you actually need to let that product sit wet on a surface for anywhere between 2 minutes all the way up to 10 minutes in order for it to kill the germs on the surface. Now again, this comes down to selecting the right product for the surface, but at the end of the day, we want to make sure that the money that we're spending on the disinfectant is actually not going to waste and it's doing its job. In order for this to be the case, learn how to use the product properly, use the right amount of dwell time. Stain removal is both an art and a science, but one thing I can say for sure is that you've got to treat your stain really quick, and then you have to use the right product and allow it to sit for a couple of minutes before you launder so that the product can do its job. And if you're using something like an enzyme-based cleaner, you might want to let it sit for a little bit longer so that that product can really work. If you spray a product on and chuck your garment right into the washing machine afterward, the product hasn't really had a chance to break that stain down, break those bonds, lift the dirt to the surface, and prime the garment to release the stain. So the next time you go ahead and treat a stain, just give the product a few minutes before you turn on your machine. When we're dealing with a heavy-duty mess, whether it's a large buildup of soap scum or hard water stains in the bathroom, or a super greasy backsplash stove or overhead exhaust in the kitchen, this work can feel really overwhelming. And what I see people do is spin their wheels. I don't like to work hard when I clean. And I know that if I use the right product, the right tool, and the right technique, I actually don't have to. So when I clean these heavy duty areas, I like to work smart, and this is what I do. I clear that area, I choose the right product, so I level up, I use something that's more applicable for heavy duty work, and I spray that on the surface. I spray it on liberally, like I hose it down. I don't waste product, but the goal is that you don't want that surface to dry before you get back to it. If the surface is dry, the product can't do its thing. So sometimes if I know it needs like 10 minutes, I might come back to it, respray it a little bit, but then at the end of that 10-minute period, when I hit it up with whatever cleaning tool I'm using, that schmutz comes right off. I don't have to scrub. I don't need to sweat. I don't need to work too hard because I've let the product do its thing. And that's how I like to clean, and that's how I want you to clean. I want to make a distinction here because I know I just talked about being very liberal with your product application, and you might be thinking, yeah, but that's going to waste money. Here's the thing, sometimes you have to apply a lot of product to get the job done. But where product gets wasted is when you apply the product, wipe it off quickly, notice that the work hasn't been done, and then you have to apply the product again, then you wipe it off again quickly, and then you go through that wasting cycle of reapplying and wiping. It wastes product and it wastes time. The other thing, and you can learn more about this in our 50 DIY Cleaners ebook, is you can make a lot of these very effective products yourself for way less than the price of a store-bought product. Learning how to use dwell time in my cleaning, both professionally and personally, has dramatically reduced the amount of time I have to spend cleaning and dramatically increased my results. And I really hope the same happens for you on your cleaning journey. And that brings me to this week's comment question. Our Spotify wrap-up video, if you will, is going to be featuring the Clean My Space community's very best cleaning tips. So please, throw your best at me in the comments down below. We're gonna be looking at them, we're gonna be reading them, and putting a video together. So give me the best that you have and check out that video to see if yours has been featured. If you'd like to pick up more tidbits that I have learned over the years as a professional cleaner, you might enjoy the Clean Like a Pro playlist. A couple of ways you can support the Clean My Space channel. Of course, you can do so by subscribing, and you can also visit Makers Clean, which is where we sell all of our premium microfiber cleaning tools and more. Thanks so much for watching, and we'll see you next time.